live.
Yeah. Aloha and blessings, everyone. Aloha and blessings. Welcome in to a very special Outlaws After Dark. Today we are reviewing one of my favorite movies of all time, the original Jurassic Park. I am Beastman. Let's get these intros out of the way. Starting next to me, Mr. Graham Robbins and the lovely Lady Robbins. How are y'all doing?
Doing well.
Ahoy, hoy, meatbags.
Yeah. We got Jackass John. How you doing, John?
Doing all right, man. Sober so far, but I'm working on that. So
That'll change.
Yeah. Ms. Donna Dot, what's up, sis?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just excited to see where this takes us. As I was telling them, it was released on the 9th and it hit theaters on the 11th. So we're smack in the middle of the anniversary.
That we are. And Mr. Spider Unlimited. How you doing, brother?
I had the coolest design of the dinosaurs.
That's because you had this extra spider legs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, listen. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? It sprouted spider legs, and then I realized that it was because of the image that I used and the words I put in the prompt. And I was like, fuck it.
No,
We're rolling with it.
It was fantastic.
No, it looked cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck
I like
yeah.
that Graham's dinosaur still had his red mustache. when
Yeah,
he
a
started
strike
out.
with a mustache.
Yeah. So, I guess we just go overall thoughts and like how we usually do, man. Fucking John. Get
Yeah,
this
we-
motherfucker from the
Have
street.
a little reading.
Well, there is a love poem to you in the chat so far, Beast. Would you like me to read it for you?
oh, did I?
No, I'm trying to skip the chat because I see it in there. Nah, go for it. Yeah, run the chat. Let's see it.
I mean, I was just going to read that. Does Spider want to say hello to whoever's in the chat, and then I'll read that?
That's who's in the chat.
That's it. Well, maintain
All
your
right.
age. It looks like you have a private viewing along with your lurkers. So here we go. The beast sat down before the stream to feast upon a cursed cuisine. Pineapple pizza, steak well done, and then A1 sauce on every one. He chewed with pride. He dabbed his chin. He said, "Chat, this meal's where taste begins." But angels wept and chefs lost hope as the beast went live, still smelling of cope.
That's pretty good. I like it.
Shout out to maintainers on all 3 platforms.
Great. Next time I'm making you the fucking goat, bruh. You're gonna be the goat that gets eaten by the T-Rex. That's gonna be you, bruh.
Mad.
You don't even get to be the hunter, bruh. Who was Australian, by the way. You don't even get to be him. You get to be the goat.
Where's the
I
goat?
smell a little bitterness there, Beast.
Nah, never that, bruh. Appreciative, not bitter.
Smells like bitterness and pineapple pizza and disappointment.
Yep. Pretty much A1 farts.
Ew.
Disappointment is what your mammy feels every time she sees you, John. You better cut it out.
A1. It's how farts are done.
Just look at this guy. Look at
Ray
this.
says, "Don't kill the messenger."
Yeah, well, his streaming cherry's getting popped on Saturday with me and him and Giles. So,
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
maintained rage? Yeah.
yep.
That'd be cool.
Hell yeah.
So,
All right. So back to the movie. Overall thoughts and whatnots. We'll start in the same order. Graham Robbins and Lady Robbins. What's up with y'all?
You want to go first?
I probably should because you won't stop talking. It's one of my favorite movies. I think I was like 10. Didn't it come out in 93?
91.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
93.
was even younger. But I just remember going and seeing it in the theater, and it was one of the first, like, more
Or 93.
boyish.
Yeah, no, it was 93. Sorry.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, 93. Terminator
Um,
2 was 91. Sorry.
Anyway, I was always into like more girly movies, and so it was one of the more like boyish movies that I went and saw, and I just fell in love with it. And then when we started dating, it was kind of something that bonded us, and so we would go every time it re-released in the theaters and all that. And then our son was absolutely obsessed with dinosaurs, so I have seen it 1.5 million times. Yeah, and I just absolutely love the movie.
Yep. Yeah, every time they re-release it, we go see it. We've seen did any of you guys go see the 3D re-release? Or they did yeah, it was okay. I mean, and I knew it was coming. When they're getting up into the vents in Lex's leg and the raptor tries to grab her, that was pretty good. There was a couple of scenes that the 3D did pretty well, but other than that, it was pretty gimmicky. Oh, the Gallimimus is running past him. That was pretty cool. Anyway. But yeah, no, we've seen it together many times. I remember going on opening night to see this film. I read the book. My dad was a big Michael Crichton fan, so he'd read and that's the crazy part. I think Crichton had written like the Andromeda Strain, Sphere, and Congo maybe at this point. He'd only written a couple of novels, so this was fairly early in his career. Obviously, Spielberg picked it up. Ambler picked it up to make it. And for anybody that's read the book, it's obviously Spielberg toned down a lot of the violence and condensed the story. But overall, they kept the story pretty close to the book. Obviously, for pacing reasons, they had to cut a lot of the stuff out and sort of condense the overall storyline. But the broad strokes are there, and this is, I think, as far as from books to film, this is Spielberg's. Well, it's hard because Jaws, Peter Benchley, the novels, actually, I don't think it's very good. So maybe that's it. But I think this is, for me, this is one of Spielberg, this is top 3 for me. I would say probably Raiders is probably number 1. Jaws number 2, and then this, I think, is probably number 3 for Spielberg.
Not the Terminal?
Huh?
Not the Terminal?
Terminal's fine for what it is. I mean, I'm not going to ever poo-poo Catherine Zeta-Jones and Tom Hanks with a shitty accent, the Eastern European accent. But again, Terminal's fine, whatever. That's a date movie, for a girl that's not particularly intelligent. That's fine. You want to get in her pants, take her to the terminal, whatever.
Yeah, take it to the Terminal.
Yeah, that came out wrong. I'm taking her to the terminal. Jeez, dude, rape her? The fuck? But no, this film. The other thing is, I think the special effects. Obviously, Industrial Light and Magic did all the special effects on this. They hold up. So, not every shot, but most of the shots hold up fantastically to this day. And if you have never seen this film in the theater, the next time it comes out and re-release, do yourself a favor. This is up there with Star Wars. This is up there with Raiders. This is up there with Interstellar. Those films, 2001. If you've never seen it in the theater, it's just different. Even the mark of a great film is doing the same thing over and over and over again. And with this one, like, Lex is going to survive, but every time that raptor jumps up to grab her leg, you're like, she's going to survive, and you're still tense. That to me is fantastic filmmaking.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. John Ambler, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Yeah, actually, been a hot minute since I watched it, so I actually got a chance to do the rewatch this Saturday. And I don't think I had the chance to see it in theaters. I think that was out. Gosh, I was probably in high school or whatnot. But I do remember before I ever saw the movie was, of course, the soundtrack, and that kind of brings back memories of summer camp in El Paso, doing like a 50-mile hike up in the Davis Mountains and stuff, and the cute girls working the snack bar and all that, and they had the soundtrack playing. Really good soundtrack. Yeah, I don't think I got to see it until I think we rented it. I was probably in tech school in the military, and watched it quite a few times then. But special effects, I think even watching it, it's held up very well. Like it seems like for the time, I mean, when you look at it, I mean, ahead of its time. Like it still holds up today, whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does. Miss Donna Doc, what's up with you, sis?
I think a lot of the appeal of this movie was the way they presented the scenes, because they build the tension before you actually see the dinosaurs, like, with the water rippling and things like that, and hearing the stomp and so on. And the animatronics went so well with the score, with John Williams' score, that it just fit beautifully. And that's another reason why this movie still holds up really well. And that was what I liked about it, was just that they did the animatronics so well for the time.
Yeah, Mr. Spider.
Yeah, this is one of those movies where I don't have to watch because I just know it. It's definitely, again, it's held up fantastically over the years. This, I believe, was one of the first movies I've ever seen in theaters. It was taken with the neighbors and all the kids, and as a 3-year-old seeing this, don't remember, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys all hit it spot on about how it holds up, the score, the casting, the moments, the pacing, everything. It's a top-notch movie.
Yeah,
It was really good.
Yeah, I was like 6 when it came out, like 6 or 7 in '93, and I went with my family. It's one of the few movies that I actually saw twice. So I went once with my family, and once my friend had a birthday, and we went to the movies and watched this. Of course we did, and it was fucking awesome, man. And it still takes me back. And see, like coming from Hawaii, this show hits a little different.
Sure, yeah, you're like, oh shit, that's the backyard.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe not the best decision to take a little fucking 6-year-old down to this movie, and then we gotta drive past this fucking mountain range where it was a T-Rex fucking running rampant not less than 30 minutes ago. You know? Talk about full immersion, gang.
Yeah.
Well, which was your favorite dinosaur scene?
Ooh, that's a rough one. Like young me was
that's a good qualifier.
Yeah, when the Rex comes out, when there's in the Jeeps and stuff, and all the fucking wires are just fucking snapping, and you get that first big roar and stuff. Yeah, young me is definitely when the T-Rex is showing out. More like, I like them all, man. When a fucking spitter kills that guy in the fucking Jeep, the fat guy.
I was just thinking about that one.
Aces, bro.
Okay.
I think that's the older me one, but yeah, the younger me was a T-Rex.
If you
Yeah.
guys haven't, if you haven't read the book, Ned Reed's death in the book goes into graphic detail of him. He gets spit on. He gets blinded from the, because it spits the poison at him. Which, by the way, that's 100% a Michael Crichton invented. That there was no evidence that they had any type of venom or whatever. Anyway, it does do that. He gets blinded. He gets back in the Jeep and he's thinking, okay, if I can just get to the boat, and he hears something and he turns and he feels a sharp pain, and then he goes, the book says, he goes down and he just feels warm, and it's like warm, like marbles, and it's his entrails because it's cut him open, and he's holding his entrails, and then the thing grabs it and they starts pulling him out, and he gets disemboweled, and then the thing starts to eat him while he's still alive. Obviously Spielberg, maintaining rating, didn't want to do that, but yes, that is a phenomenal scene and terrifying, being trapped alone with the fucking giant lizard in your Barbie Jeep.
Yeah, see, since I was a young girl, I resonated much more with the kitchen scene and those raptors when the two kids were trying to hide in the cabinets, and that little claw, that gets me. Because again, it's that anticipation, because you maybe can't see where they are, you can just hear them and all of that. So yeah, that was definitely the scenes that stuck out for me were the raptors.
John?
Go ahead, John.
Well, you pretty much covered the one. I liked the one with the Jeep, and the whole time I was thinking of the whole Barbasol commercial. I was like, that's a perfect Barbasol ad. Close shave takes half your face off, as the thing's, gnawing on his face, That and the guy was a dick and just got his up and coming. So, of course, I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Oh, him and the lawyer fucking got it. And the lawyer got it on the
the bathroom. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
funny.
Gennaro. Yeah, he eats it that way in the book too. That's actually from the book. I know it's boring. That shot of the brachiosaurs when they first get to the island, that I think is for me. I know it's not flashy, but that just sort of jaw dropping, wait, wait, what? I know what I'm looking at, but and when Alan turns her head no, I know you're freaking out about fucking herbs and plants. You need to look at this shit. Yes. Yeah. And I don't know if you've ever seen the behind the scenes, how they did the treetops. They tied a rope and they just kind of pulled it and then let it go. So and then did the CGI after the fact, they had a boom crane with a bungee rope tied to the top of so they were actually bending a real tree over. And then they had a little mechanism that would let it go when the thing bit the top of the tree off, so it would swing back. It was pretty neat. But I think that's more that sort of, this to me harkens to the kid in us that's dinosaurs, man. Watching people get eaten's cool. The anticipation's neat, but this is what draws us in back to the theater, even when ScarJo's in the movie. This is the type of shit that pulls us in every time.
Yeah.
Well, and this scene, more so than the other ones we listed, is more about the humans, I think, and their acting than the dinosaurs. Because the other ones we talked about was more the dinosaurs attacking. And this one, the actors did such a good job at that shock and awe that you felt it too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
just like the scene with the sick Triceratops, the actors really had
That's my number two.
And not just the actors had to sell that scene. They really had to invest their acting in that and pull that off.
Mm-hmm. And the trike was my favorite. As a kid, I was so bummed when I saw this, and I was like, the only trike I get to see is a sick one laying on its side. I want to see it fight a T-Rex, but I'm like, yeah, it's cool.
I think everyone wants to see a trike fight a T-Rex, man. That's that's on the list, man.
It's like Godzilla and Rodan, right? Or Ghidorah. Everybody wants to see that shit. Or Jet Li and fucking Jackie Chan. There's certain fights you're I want to see this,
Side note about the Triceratops scene. Have you guys seen the picture of Spielberg with the Triceratops? And it's going around the internet where people are yelling at him for hunting an endangered species. because they think it's a
no.
real
I've heard of
animal.
that.
Oh no!
It's hilarious.
This made its way around the internet about 6-7 years ago, and it was
You think you
Spielberg.
can find it, Spider?
Yeah,
If you just Google Steven, yeah, you'll find it. And people were losing their mind. And no offense to the ladies, mostly women, going, "How many dinosaurs are even left? How could you just want to shoot this thing like some rich guy on a safari, you piece of shit?" And then some guy goes, "That's Steven Spielberg." And they go, "I don't care who he is. He shouldn't be killing that animal." And people are like, "Yeah, you're right. He shouldn't." Like, so then it became oh no, people think this is real. So they fed into it. It was about maybe 6-7 years ago. This was going around Facebook, and it was a fucking riot. How it's like you realize they've been dead.
Yeah.
The Greek Empire, that's still 100 millions of years later. This thing has been alive. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like that lady on the radio stream that was so stupid because they were talking about they had a massive deer crossing built over a road, over a highway, and the deer were still getting hit. And she's like, "Well, you need to put up signs showing that it's further down so the deer know to go further down." And the announcer kept trying to explain to her why it wouldn't work. And she's like, "Just put up signs so they know it's further down the road." And then finally he was like, "Deer can't read, right?"
yeah, I mean, they don't have binocular vision. I mean, I suppose maybe if you did the signs like, on either side, maybe they'd get it.
I just,
I keep thinking of that saying where it's like better to sit in silence and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt, or something
oh
along
yeah,
those lines.
especially when you're just hell bent on proving it,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pining for an animatronic Triceratops
Yep.
that was allegedly big game hunted by Steven Spielberg. Everybody
well, I
knows
guess that
zoos
would
don't
make him a
big game
hunting
hunt.
legend, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's the first Jewish guy to kill something larger than a goose. Is that racist? I
Who
can't
cares?
tell anymore.
I'm part Jewish all
Well,
out.
I am.
And German, so conflict.
Yeah, was ist
Yeah,
los,
there you
ja?
go.
We'll
You
allow
have-
it. We'll
you
allow
have
it.
ethnic approval.
Yeah.
That first scene though, when he says "Welcome to Jurassic Park" and the music hits and they turn and get all the animals in the herds in the water, and that's like that was on my list of like the top scenes in movies of all time.
Mhm.
Just
Even that far shot of the herd where it's the Parasaurolophus with the Brachiosaurs and they're coming out of the water. I mean, it looks real. And I mean, you've even got the heat, shimmer. That it looked so like good. And
do you guys know that this movie was almost made with stop motion?
Really?
Yeah, that's how he was starting to make it. And then someone reached out and said, "I think we can do it this other way." And after sitting down and watching what they could do, he decided to go that direction.
Thank
it was
God,
all gonna be
'cause
stop
that-
motion.
Yep.
It was gonna be like Jaws.
yeah, it was going to be, well, so, and the reason for that, and I guarantee you Maintained Rage is going to know this. So you guys know who Phil Tippett is, right?
Name rings a bell.
What about Ray Harryhausen? Do you know who he is? He did the stop motion for like Clash of the Titans, pretty much any film from the 60s or 70s that you saw stop motion. Anyway, so his protege was a guy named Phil Tippett, and he sort of took Ray Harryhausen's method and pioneered a technology called Go Motion. Now, he made a short film called Prehistoric Beast, which showed a, well, now dubious genus of dinosaur called a monoclonius fighting a Tyrannosaurus. This was later reused and expanded upon in the made-for-TV film called Dinosaur. If anybody of you saw that Christopher Reeve special as kids, where he's talking about the history of dinosaurs and paleontology, the interstitials of these stop-motion dinosaurs, that was Phil Tippett. He made a short film called Prehistoric Beast. They saw that, or Spielberg saw it, thought was so impressed, and said, "We can make a dinosaur movie out of this." But as they went along, as Maintained Rage said earlier, this was Stan Winston's magnum opus. He said, "I think I can do this better with puppetry, as well as CG." They thought that they could get the CGI right. So Amy's 100% correct. That's sort of the story behind all that.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
I have it right here.
There it is.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, this
This
was
disgraceful photo of recreational hunter happily posing next to Triceratops he just slaughtered. Please share so the world can name and shame this despicable man. And then the comments go down. That's Steven Spielberg, director of Jurassic Park. And the guy next, I don't care who he is. He should not have shot that animal.
And the funny part is, he doesn't even have a gun or anything in the picture. He's just sitting there.
Yeah.
He just wrestled it with his bare hands.
You know what's funny, and I don't know that it's in color. There's a black and white photo, and to Spielberg's right is Kathy Kennedy, and it's funny because I've seen it, and I have not been able to find it since. And my guess is her ego has not allowed her to be part of this meme, and she's scrubbed the internet. But there's a photo out there where it's not just Steven, but Kathy Kennedy is she's cross-legged just like him, all shit-eating grin because she was a producer on this. For what it's worth. And Maintained Rage is correct. The Mad God, you want to watch the best stop motion you've ever seen, and actually a really good short film, The Mad God is phenomenal.
We'll have to look that up one day.
Should be free on YouTube. I believe it's free on YouTube.
Cool. We'll have to check it out and
Very, very good.
do a reaction to it here or something.
Oh, yeah. It's quick. I think it's like 15, 18 minutes or something. No, I'm trying to remember. It might be longer, but it's very good.
Cool.
There's just so many good fucking scenes, man. Like the clever girl scene Donna mentioned in the chat earlier.
There it is. Thank you,
Yep, there it is.
Spider. Ladies and gentlemen, Kathy Kennedy.
Kathy Kennedy, big game hunting with Spielberg.
Well done, Spider.
Yes, sir.
Check out that beast.
There you go.
The trike's not bad either.
Yeah. Hey-o.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Just a lot of it. The clever girl scene was fucking awesome.
Yes.
That first opening scene, when they're bringing in the raptor into the enclosure,
Yeah.
and she fucking knocks it back and like shoot her, like
Shoot her. Yeah.
It
like
is kind
what
of
a way
funny
to
that
fucking open
guy-
a movie. What was that, Amy?
Oh, I was just gonna say it's kind of funny that guy who, wasn't in as many scenes as everyone else has some of the most popular phrases.
Yeah.
The clever girl and
They're extremely intelligent.
yeah.
Cheetah speed to get out into the open. Yeah.
Yeah.
And having an Aussie in that part, I don't know why, like a game warden being an Aussie just makes sense. Maybe it's just because every one of them has just at least a few screws loose. It fits so well.
Yeah. And, it played so I, of course, like Jeff Goldblum's character the best. And especially when he was, playing into the chaos theory and control and, Malcolm's warning, life finds a way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a huge component of the book. Every chapter. So do you guys know what a fractal is? Okay.
I've heard of it. I couldn't define it though.
Okay. If you Google a picture of it, you'll be like, oh, I know what a fractal is. Anyway, it's a geometric shape. It's a progressing geometric shape. And every time every chapter opening in the book has a fractal that's getting bigger and more complex as to signify how the situation is becoming more and more complex. And the book really is a sort of a treatise on unintended consequences and how Malcolm says it in the movie, the butterfly effect. The smallest decisions can have a very large impact if things line up right. And it's sort of a cascade of failures. And wasn't he on? I'm pretty sure he said he was Aussie in the book, wasn't he? I thought Muldoon was an
Don't
Aussie.
ruin my childhood, Rage. He was Aussie, bro. out of here, bro.
I thought they said that he was. I know he worked in Africa, but he came from Australia. If I'm remembering properly from the book, I thought he was Australian. Who was like.
Oh, maybe we meant the actor himself.
Oh yeah,
wasn't-
no. Yes,
The
the actor.
character
Yes,
is an
the actor
Aussie.
is English. Bob
Yeah.
Peck is English, 100%. Yes, no. But I'm talking about the character. I'm sorry.
The character is Aussie.
Yes, Robert Muldoon.
Damn
The
it, Ray.
character.
Get out of here with your
supposed to
facts.
be Australian. No, sorry. Anyway, but yes,
I think he
chaos
died.
theory. Chaos theory is the underlying theme of Jurassic Park. Everybody thinks it's like the book. It was a sort of a pontification on chaos theory in this system, and it was set to the backdrop of essentially an amusement park or a zoo with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and
Malcolm's character was fucking legit throughout, bro. Like, even like, he's all strapped up in the back of the fucking Jeep, bro. Like, we gotta go. Can this thing go any faster? The fucking T-Rex is fucking just calm panic. The calm panic is what I called it. Like,
Calm panic. Yeah. Must go faster. Must
Yeah.
go faster.
Got to go fast.
And the thing that I liked about this movie was what they call the Frankenstein parallel, where it kind of serves as a modern day interpretation about, Hammond's desire to exploit nature's wonders, but in the end, it blinds him to the dangers of creating life. So there's that parallel too.
Yeah, it's a fantastic comparison right there.
Nobody wins when you try to play God, bro.
Yeah,
fuck with you.
Yeah, that's a huge undercurrent in the book. Is you're playing God, and this is the consequence of it. I gotta look and see.
Muldoon has a thick British accent, so I'm guessing he's saying he's absolutely not Aussie.
I'm looking right now. I might be wrong, man. It was a long time ago I read the book. Give me a fucking break, Rage. Even I'm wrong every once in a while, but let me look.
He was Aussie to me, bro. I don't even give a fuck, Reed. He ain't ruining this for me, bro.
Oh, he died young.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
Bob Peck. He
Bob
died
Peck.
at 53
Bob
years old, 1999.
Yeah, I would say it was right before 2000.
Oh, no.
Let's see.
He says, I will fist fight a man over this.
Well, again, he's the smartest dude I've met, so he's probably correct. I'm looking. Anyway, another one of the characters that really got short shrift in the film was Richard, or what was it? Richard, what was the first name? Harding, Dr. Harding, the veterinarian. He's got a much bigger role in the book, and you see him for a fucking hot minute, and he gives Ellie, he's there tending the trike, and one of my gripes about the film. Here's a paleobotanist that's telling him, "Oh, her eyes are dilated," and he's like, "Oh my god, you're right!" Like, fucking girl boss shit. Like, you're head vet for these dinosaurs. You're supposed to know everything. Doesn't know that the dinosaur's eyes are get the fuck out of here. No, that was a girl boss. Build her up. Look how smart she is. No, you look at fucking plants, bitch. Go trim your roses. It's fine.
And how would she know? She's never seen a dinosaur in real life. She's only ever seen bones.
Maybe that's how it is.
Well, to be fair, until they built the island, he hadn't either. So what did he practice on in vet school? So I call bullshit on both of them.
It would have made more sense to have him have that line, explaining the symptoms, the dilated pupils and stuff, and then have her come in with the fucking berries and the shit and whatever.
Yeah.
But even at that, even the trike on its, I know we didn't get to see it in action, but even that was fucking heavy. That fucking, just the design they had. Look, the fucking people thought it was a real fucking animal. You know what I mean?
God damn it, Rage is right. Fuck me.
Of course he is.
I know.
Of course he is.
Sorry, Beast. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, mate.
No. Just just the fucking animatronics of it and stuff. The way it looked, making it look real. It is kind of disappointing that we didn't get to see a trike in action, though.
Yeah.
We did get to see a stego in the second one though, which was fucking awesome. One of my favorite dinosaurs, the
I was
stegosaurus.
gonna say my younger brother, that was his favorite, and the fact that I mean, you do get to see it. I know it's just charging at Julianne Moore's character or whatever, but you do get to see him at least moving around. And I feel like as kids, T-Rex, Triceratops, Stegosaurus, what was the Brontosaurus, later split to the Apatosaurus and Diplodocus. I feel like those were the big four that kids were into. You were either into a T-Rex, Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Brontosaurus, dubious genus, but those were the ones that everybody as kids were into. I mean, unless you're a weirdo into like Iguanodon or something, you know, or Archaeopteryx or Quetzalcoatlus or something.
Yeah.
I was into dinosaurs as a kid, if it's not obvious.
I have a question for the panel.
Go for it.
I don't know this answer. It would be one of my questions that I would, if I were to meet Steven Spielberg, this would be the first question I would ask. Maybe you guys know it. The voicing and the sound effects of the dinosaurs, how did they come to that decision? The roars, the
T-Rex was like a mix of what, like an elephant's trumpet and
it's an elephant and a what?
I knew this before. I knew this trivia.
No, I'm sorry.
No, what he's saying is, how did they know that would be the sound the dinosaur would make?
Right.
Oh,
yes.
Does anybody else want to answer this?
No, go for it.
I don't have to. Okay, so
Pure fucking speculation.
What? So everything with dinosaurs and paleontology is speculation because all you have to go on is what's observable. So what do we have? We have bones, we have footprints in the mud, we have nests. That's about all we have to go on. And contents of their stomach if they died with a full gut. And if those things became fossilized and we can see what they were eating. That's about all we have to go on to judge their behavioral patterns, and geographical distribution. Anyway, so they Spielberg and Kathy Kennedy hired Bob Backer. Gosh, who was the other guy? The kid me is going to kill me because I knew all these names. They hired several famous paleontologists as consultants on the film and said, okay, if this dinosaur were alive, what would it sound like? And they go, well, okay, what is the airway opening in the skull? Like what diameter is that? How big approximately would their lungs be? What do you think them vocalizing? And they're like, well, we don't have muscle, we don't have tissue, we don't have anything. So it's a best guess based on the size of the skull and their neck and their chest and the shape of their head. They talk about this in Jurassic Park 3 that they postulate that raptors, had that hollow in their head. The one thing they do know is like the Parasaurolophus or the Corythosaurus or any of them that have a crest or a horn coming out the back, those were hollow. And those are directly tied to the pharyngeal tract and the intranasal cavity. So they figure that had to factor some way, somehow into either vocalization or something else because there's no other reason to have that tied to that portion of the skull. So they get to sort of postulate, okay, they probably sounded something like this based on all of those data points. But no, they brought in specialists to sort of suss all of this shit out. So again, it is a best guess.
Okay. I figure it was somewhere along those lines, but
I do like the unique sounds that it we were talking about first. So that what was it, Graham? So it was an elephant and a what? It was like a mix. I remember that.
So it's an elephant's trumpet and a lion, but it's a lion's roar, but backwards.
Oh, that's what it was, yeah. Mm-hmm. And the raptors had that more high pitch, almost whistling, like nasally sound. That was cool.
And then in the second one, they added on like the barking.
Yeah, the they're
that in the first one too.
Yeah, the screech was, I think it was a dolphin vocalization cranked up and something else. I can't remember. The barking was actually, I think, a crocodile, growl, but turned up. in frequency, if I'm remembering right. That was the other thing. They took sounds from the animal kingdom and approximately sized animals. Because again, a T-Rex, like you were saying, Beast, it's elephant sized, so it's gonna, be something like that. So now it doesn't have as long it didn't have a trunk, but it did have a very large intranasal cavity to be able to, suck in air and vocalize. Or its pharyngeal opening was, very large. But if I'm remembering right, it was a lion a lion's roar played backwards with a trumpeting African elephant.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know what it was, man? It was fucking awesome. That's what it was.
Well,
They just
say,
took a
wasn't the
microphone and
frilled one
recorded
a
Godzilla.
rattlesnake?
What was that, John?
I was saying, I think the frilled one too, because for some reason I remember
Dilophosaurus?
something. Yeah, I want to say, wasn't that like a rattlesnake and something else when it was doing the frill thing?
The frill was 100%. That was a rattlesnake, and but it's like chirping and shit was some type of bird, I think, if I remember. But you're 100% when its frill comes out, which again, not a thing. They did have two twin crests on its head, but there was no evidence that they had that frill. Don't get me wrong, it looks cool. But yes, that was a rattle. They just put a microphone up to a pissed off rattlesnake.
Sal was pretty cool with the frill, man. That's the one Sal was based on. What's that? So Sal's down. That's what was based on that one.
I'm sure John's run into a pissed off rattlesnake or two in El Paso.
Fortunately, no.
Whatever. That's what we're fucking.
No, they're up in the mountains.
That's where I was. Like, I didn't come from El Paso, but we spent a week, probably my junior year of high school. It was that summer, or in between junior and senior year. We went on a 50-mile hike, and basically just backpacked. And my dumb ass made the mistake of getting sunburned the first day of the hike, and then I had like really bad sunburn here. We like stopped off at like a mountain pool, so it was like blisters. Like my back was all scabbed over. I pretty much finished the hike with the freaking backpack, wearing that thing till we hiked to the campsite. But I will say, like, the best part of it, it was it sucked. But the last night, I think we were on probably like the highest peak in that range. And we didn't have tents. We just basically slept on top of our sleeping bags. And I think it was like 110 in the shade. And I think it got up to like 115.
Sounds
outside of
right.
that. But the last night we were on this mountaintop and, just sleeping on top of our sleeping bags. And it's like you just see the stars. It's like you practically touch them. That was like that whole week of pain was worth that one moment.
Sure.
That was freaking awesome, so to speak.
Yeah, no light pollution. You can see the Milky Way and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we covered this, Grunt, earlier when we were talking about scenes. No evidence that they spat that goo either.
None at all. None whatsoever.
They swallowed.
But it was cool.
It was still cool.
John, you thought
that was pretty good. That was pretty good, John. Yeah. That's the winner, I think, right there.
There you go.
Zing.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Pride.
Jeez.
Shout at the beast. I love you, bro.
Yeah, you the one with that Lady Lax body pillow, bro. Better calm the fuck down.
Oh man.
No, yeah, but like the whole layout of this fucking movie, bro, and like it. I know it was for the movie, but like it was never gonna work, bro. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Like from when they first visited the Raptors and the Muldoon, is like they were testing the fences, like systematically testing, what parts of the fences to hit, and testing, the basically their fucking limits, right? It's like, and then like, how long before the the T-Rex actually just says fuck it and walks out of its enclosure. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
even with that electricity and stuff, like eventually he's just gonna be like, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because as soon as they turned the power off, he just like bit through it so easy. It's like, wouldn't you have something stronger?
Yeah.
A little bit better than that.
Come to think of it, didn't I don't think it really shows it, but you do see the goat legs. I'm wondering if he threw parts of the goat to kind of check if the electricity was on the fence. Because remember when the goat leg
Oh.
fell on the top and they started screaming? And after that, that's when it started going through the wires.
Oh yeah.
Kind of
Never
like the same
thought of that.
concept of the
You know what?
humans throwing this, or what was that, Grant, or when they were going to climb over the fence, he threw the stick at the fence and then he grabbed it. He's like, ah!
Yeah, that was.
Well, again,
Yeah.
yeah, if it's throwing a stick at it's going to do nothing. It's like a bird on a wire. It's not grounded. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
pissed me off too. I mean, I was that fucking kid that got stuffed in a lot of lockers for pointing this shit out. So
Well, and what about the little boy who wouldn't jump off the fucking fence? You know,
No,
like everyone is like, "What the hell?
Yeah,
Just
right
go!" He's just hanging on.
crispy Timmy. You know what's funny? Joseph Mazzello, that actor. He played. Oh gosh, what was his name? The bass player from Queen in Bohemian
Deacon.
Rhapsody. Yes, thank you. Yes, Mr. Deacon. Yeah, that's Joseph Mazzello. He's not British; he's American, but he was in Bohemian Rhapsody.
And
So, yeah, he doesn't get
doing the
much
same
work.
thing in this scene. Just jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was they did in parts of the movie where the tension, maybe the movie could drag. They do such a good job in pacing of ramping it up. So there really isn't a dead spot in this movie. I mean, even when Hammond and Ellie are eating the ice cream because it's melting, and he's talking about the flea circus, and she's like, "It's you never had control. It's still just an illusion, John." And she starts crying, and he's like, and then of course she starts eating ice cream because that's what women do when they cry. The only thing missing was Dirty Dancing, but every moment, even the sort of more intimate moments, it's moving the story along, and that's one thing I really like about this movie is the pacing. It doesn't. There are no dead spots. Like there's those movies that you go see in the theater, and you might be checking your watch. I don't think anybody ever checked their watch watching this film.
No, I doubt it. Even when the kids are picking out and the jello on the spoon,
Yes.
you just
Again, yeah, which is funny because it's not the impact tremor from the T-Rex, but it's harkening back to the same sort of feeling. When something is shaking, that oh man, something's coming.
news.
Even if she's the one generating the shaking. Oh, real quick. So funny, the cup of water when they're in the Explorers, when the T-Rex is busting through right here, they could not, for the life of them. They tried like setting off charges. They tried dropping huge weights, and they could not get the water to do that, or you would get sort of those concentric rings. So it's pretty neat. What they did is they put an amplifier speaker right underneath the center console and filmed it. Does anybody know this? If you do, finish the story.
Nah, but I was kind of wondering if that's where it was going. I was like, if you had some bass or something, it'd probably do it. But
They put a big subwoofer right underneath the center console, and they actually filmed this in those Explorers, those Ford Explorers, and they plucked the low E cranked really loud on a bass, and it would pluck it and then mute it so that it would create this bass wave that would cause that little bit of shaking. And so there was essentially some dude just going bump, bump on a bass, and it was creating that because they couldn't, just by shaking the vehicle, the water was sloshing, and it wouldn't do that effect of sort of shake,
That's pretty.
I thought that was pretty interesting. That trying to, because that's such an iconic scene of what is that? Oh, it's an impact tremor. From what? Well, you know what? You know from what, but
And then when you see it again inside the giant footprint, the puddle
The
and the
footprint.
footprint,
Yeah.
ominous.
Be fun if he breaks
Yeah.
out and starts playing "My Name Is Mud" by Primus. The bass line.
fucking Les Claypool. Yeah, it wouldn't look like concentric rings. It would just be water
No.
sloshing out all over the cup everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, but like all of that, like the animatronics and the music, the actual score and the sound effects, like we were just talking about. The fucking care and attention to detail that went into the movie, like for the mistakes that Graham called out, like even with that, it's fucking well done, bro. Like
Yes.
super well done.
Damn,
So-
that's Whoopi Goldberg's best part. Especially that last picture. I don't know why I was thinking Whoopi Goldberg.
Why not?
Black History Month in February, John, not June.
Fuck.
Speaking of mistakes, the biggest mistake of the movie, and I'm sure anybody who's watched Mahler, and this is one of the reasons I love Mahler, is he points it out, and he talks about even the best films like Jurassic Park still have problems. The T-Rex paddock scene. Does everybody know the gigantic suspension of disbelief mistake that you're like, okay, yeah, that doesn't make sense?
Oh, how he got inside the thing?
No. How does the T-Rex walk up to the fence, rip it apart, and then when he pushes it off, there's a giant cliff there?
Oh.
The bar. Yeah, no, yeah, you're
I
right.
didn't catch that. Holy cow.
I'm sorry,
never
did I-
caught that.
Did I just ruin this part of the movie for
Spoilers,
I-
Beardo, spoilers.
No, I was
No, you're right.
in spider. I was like, how the fuck did they get into the fucking building? But yeah, like fucking now that you say it, you're right. Absolutely right.
Because
Oh, yeah,
when
How did I
when
not
Ellie
catch
and
that?
Muldoon show up, they run to where the T-Rex had busted. Because some people say maybe he pushed it to the other side. No. Because when Ellie leans over and looks, she goes, "Here's the other car." So it was pushed over where the T-Rex had busted out, but that's like 50 feet down. How did the
Right.
T-Rex walk out right there? That's as Robert Meyer Burnett would call it, that is the verisimilitude breaking down.
Okay, but I purposely paid attention to that when I rewatched it last night just for you. And where the goat is, it almost looks like it's a short little bit, like, 20, 30 feet that is at eye level, and then a giant cliff. And when the T-Rex comes up, it's his head that's right there.
Okay,
So
that could be.
there may be a cliff
That could be.
so many feet out.
Except for the overhead shot showing Alan with a sheer concrete wall.
I know, but that could have been down the road a little bit.
Except that they say here's the other car, and you can see the other car down there because there's an overhead.
I'm
There's
just
an
saying.
overhead shot, and he's grabbing the now not electrified wire to sort of abseil down that concrete wall.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yes, and again, that's probably the most charitable explanation. But again, even the best movies have problems. But guess what? Does it pull this movie down at all? Really? No,
Nope.
it doesn't.
No.
No one gives a shit. No.
You know what another big problem is? The fact that the little girl's somehow a computer hacker and she saves the day.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a Unix system.
Oh, I know exactly where the files are.
Yeah.
And then the hilarious part of that scene is that the two adults are trying to keep the door shut and keep the raptor out, and they can't seem to get to the gun because they have to hold the door. And the little boy is just sitting there saying to his sister, "Hurry up! Come on!" I'm like, "Go get the gun and hand
Go
it to
get the
them."
gun, yeah.
They're like 5 feet away from you.
Yeah, that's another huge glaring. I mean, there are all
So,
of
yeah.
these little problems that Timmy. You don't just have to sit there and pound on a chair. You can lift 5 pounds and hand them the SPOS 12, which will give them a huge advantage. But that won't allow the tension to be ramped up. So I get it. And yes, a 14-year-old girl. Yes, here's my problem. Hammond says he spared no expense. Everything's the finest, right? Chilean sea bass for dinner. They've spared no expense. It's the most modern everything. And you're using a fucking Unix system for your networking from the 70s.
Yeah.
Like, no. You
that
know,
a preteen can hack.
War Games had a more, a more sophisticated computer system than this.
Yeah, where's the freaking command line?
They had one throwaway line, I think, when they were walking, Ellie, the boy, and Dr. Grant, about her being a hacker or some type of nerd. And that was like the only backstory, if at all, that you got of her knowing what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to be called a hacker. That again in the book that's expounded upon. So that's a bit of throwaway expository dialogue from the book. They talk much more about her abilities as she's sort of an outcast and a nerd, and she's very into computers. John, you're correct. There is a command line when they reboot the system. There is a command line, and it looks to be a Linux system, which is based on Unix. Linux is based on a Unix architecture. You're 100% correct, but is a much more modern and much more capable operating system, at least at the kernel level. You're 100% correct. So it is 100% contradictory that you would be in this funky Unix-based GUI when you just showed, you just showed that Linux is what they're using.
Yeah.
Big for the computer geeks out there.
Yeah, this PC behind my laptop is Linux, but it's kind of based off of Bazide or whatever, the Linux offshoot of SteamOS. I'm kind of tinkering with.
Sure. Yeah.
I have a question. How early in Samuel L. Jackson's career was this? This was towards the beginning, wasn't it? Wasn't he a late life actor?
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
he'd done what? Goodfellas and a couple of other films at this point, right?
Because that's
Did he do
another one
Pulp
where
Fiction yet, or was that after this movie?
Pulp Fiction was 94, right?
I feel like it was after.
I think Pulp Fiction was 94, if I'm remembering proper.
Yeah, I was still in high school when that came out, I think.
100% Pulp Fiction was after this. It was either 94 or 95 was Pulp Fiction. He was in Goodfellas. He was in, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. He was doing bit parts. This was his first semi-leading. Oh my God.
What is going on?
Well, at least John's taking it in the shorts here too. It's not just poor Beast.
I think this was his response to that.
Exactly.
That was Beast's response to my song.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, this is 100% directed to you. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carry on.
Oh, and now it's the background. I like it. Okay.
Carry on.
Don't make me make another song.
Okay.
What are we doing, Spider? Samuel L. Jackson was fucking great in this movie, though, for his little bit part that he did. He was fucking awesome too. And yes, he was the token black guy on the fucking crew. Nobody cared. Nobody gave a fuck.
No, well, not only that. In the book, his race is not specified, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
smoking up fucking Newports in the fucking. I don't know if they ever showed them being.
I don't know if they ever showed them being Newports. We just all assume they're Newports.
Graham, come on. They're Newports, bro. Let's be real. Come on. Of course they're Newports. What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I figured they were, but yeah, whatever. You know, one of the
do they I've never read the books. So do they fucking expound on him getting tore up too? Because he went first, right? To go manually turn on. She went after, and then he got fucking tore up, obviously, because he only had his arm left when she got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the end, he gave her a hand.
Yeah. So Ray Arnold, his character's name is Mr. They call him Mr. Arnold. His name is Ray Arnold in the book, and he is one of the first guys to go. So in the book, when they reboot the system, they're like, "Oh, cool, it worked." Well, no. In the book, it goes to a battery backup. and that works for a bit, and then the power goes back out, and he goes, "Fuck, we were running on battery. I gotta go manually throw the switches in the power shed, and it's in a bunker, and it's across the compound, but give me a little bit of time." And then obviously he doesn't come back, so then Ellie goes to find him because at that point Hammond's an old man and Malcolm's been injured. So yeah, she does go, and yeah, he's been torn apart by the raptors in that compound. But yeah, actually the power comes back on and then fails again. So, and Nedry does 100%. Nedry is working for Biosyn, is the name of the rival company. He does meet with a guy named Gennaro, who is one of the head guys for Biosyn, and they're trying to steal the technology because they want to open a competing. And again, it's that corporate espionage shit, and they want to open a competing dinosaur park. It's no different than Disney and Universal, or Amazon and Microsoft and Meta, or any of them. I mean, that shit does happen. So that corporate espionage aspect, that's actually played up a little bit more in the books, where they think that the sabotage was not. They don't really suss out They never really suss out that the whole sabotage was simply to steal the embryos. They never find that the embryos were stolen, so they never get to the bottom of it. And I know they don't in the movie either, but they think it might be a sabotage thing, simply to just sort of take them out.
Yeah, was that the only one who tried to unscrew the bottoms of all the shaving cream cans? I know I wasn't the only guy doing that, bro.
They make those now. You can buy them on Temu for like $15.
Yeah, I remember that coming out, and I'm over here trying to unscrew the bottoms of all the fucking cans.
Mm-hmm. The other character who eats it in the book is Henry Wu, and I know he ends up in the.
Isn't he the through character for the movies? That's Dr. Wong, BD Wong or whatever, right?
Yes. Not BD Wong. He's the British actor. What is his name? But yes, he was in not the last one, but the third Jurassic World movie. He was in that, or the second and third Jurassic World movie. Or no, I guess he was in all of those.
I think he's been in all of them.
Yeah, and his character is like a bit part. But yeah, no, in the books he eats it in the when the park breaks down.
BD Wong.
Is it BD Wong?
It is BD Wong. Yeah, that guy right there.
Yeah.
No, you're right. What's the? Oh no, I'm thinking Wong was the name of the British actor from Doctor Strange and The Martian and shit.
Oh, you're thinking of
Can't remember his name, but yeah. No, you're right. It was BD Wong.
Doctor Strange's assistant.
And he he's like the through line, like the movie through line, because isn't he the one that does the fucking crickets or whatever at the end? Which is fucking weird.
The giant grasshoppers or whatever that are meant to decimate crops and make profit for billionaires or whatever the fuck.
I just looked it up, and it said he was in 4 out of the 6, and that also Jeff Goldblum is in 4 out of the 6. So they're the most through.
But Jeff okay, ladies, back in '93, Jeff Goldblum, injured, all hopped up on morphine, sitting there with his chest open. What? I know it's a meme now.
Has never been a sexy man ever.
Okay.
Yes.
Donna?
I happen to like Jeff Goldblum.
I do not find him attractive. He plays a good sex symbol in the movie. He plays sexy well.
This one.
Apparently, Amy's never seen.
Not well enough. Is what you're saying.
Amy's just never seen Earth Girls Are Easy to see a real sexy Jeff Goldblum.
He's got the swagger.
He's got the swagger. It's just he is awful skinny, but he is intelligent. So
That is one big pile of shit.
One big pile of shit.
Ain't that some shit?
Since it's Pride Month, Beast, what do you think of Jeff Goldblum?
Bet he'd like to be a fly on the wall.
She's gone. All right.
I think. Do we have any other pictures, or are we just going to stare at Jeff Goldblum?
I'm trying to get the other one. I can't
He's
find
in
it.
such an awkward stance. This looks like
Yeah,
it should be from
listen.
Men in Black.
Y'all busting on me, but I'm not the one controlling the pictures and leaving it on Jeff Goldblum.
To be
I'm
honest,
just fucking saying.
He looks like
Just
a weirdly posed. He looks like a weirdly posed Ken doll, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Y'all were asking about fucking how sexy Jeff Goldblum is, and old Spider's leaving his picture up there. Just fucking saying. Pointing
well,
out
I guess
the
it's better than leaving the picture of Wayne Knight up there, isn't it?
Well, Rage says I'd like him fine if I was doing 25 to life.
I'd never admit that out loud. I admitted to fucking a furry on this fucking show, and I'd never admit that out loud.
Wait. I thought Australia was
Wait,
a
what?
penal colony. Aren't they all doing 25 to life?
Pretty much.
Emphasis on penal.
Just use this one.
This was filmed in Waimea Canyon, right, Beast? Isn't that where they filmed most of it?
I know several. So Waimea Canyon, couple places on Kauai, and then a lot of it was done in on Oahu, Kualoa Valley. So,
Okay. That makes sense then.
yeah. So, but I know like some of the scenes. I think when they were flying in, that when they're flying into the valley, I believe that is Kauai, and then some of the more mountainous regions and stuff, and like the raining parts was filmed on Kauai because it fucking rains all the time over there.
Yeah, rainiest place on earth.
Yeah, and then but a lot of like the compound stuff was all Kualoa. The scene where I forget the name, the running dinosaurs when the three of them are running from the stampede.
Yeah,
That's all. Yeah, that's all Kualoa Valley and stuff.
Yeah. You know,
Beautiful, bro. It's very beautiful, bro.
Oh yeah, I've only ever been through there once, but it was after the movie came out, and I'm like, oh man, this is so fucking cool because you're like, it's Jurassic Park. It's weird. It's bizarre being there and seeing it because you recognize it because it's such an iconic scene. You know, it's funny. I don't know how many of you guys know this. They did not have to do any artificial rain for this. And Beast, you want to tell them why?
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Because, like you said, man, it's the wettest place on earth.
Well, no,
Right.
specifically, they were filming when Hurricane Iniki went through.
Yeah, they got stuck in a hurricane together.
So that whole, there's a tropical storm headed for the island. No, there actually was a tropical storm going over the island, a fucking full-on hurricane. So they were able to actually get a bunch of pickup shots and stuff using that footage.
Yeah, the dock scenes too, especially. That was all like
yes.
that was like legit, the storm is coming land.
Yep. Yeah, I think that was when the storm made land. So when that guy's on the phone telling him, "Hey, we gotta go, no promises," like I think none of that's all real, correct?
Yeah.
Ladies, you're welcome.
There he is.
I feel like the autograph to my biggest fan, the Beast.
There you go.
And maybe put some fox ears on them or something.
That looks like a Playgirl pose from like the 80s or something, you know it?
Well, I like that you can see in the background right above him it says "Eat Big." The way he's laying. Eat big.
Oh, yeah, right.
You know somebody did that for a joke.
Yeah.
You know, if I remember right, when that hurricane went through, they had set up, I don't know if it was craft service tents or sets or whatever, but I think the hurricane actually destroyed some of the stuff that they had built for the movie, and they had to rebuild it, right, Beast?
Yeah. Yeah, they got hit pretty bad.
Because like you said, a lot of the filming was on Kauai.
Or is that the second one?
Costa Rica's the second one, I believe. Because this one, they filmed, like B said, they filmed a lot of this on Kauai, and Kauai is what took the brunt of Aniki. The outer rain bands and stuff affected Oahu, and I mean, it was, not good. They got torrential rainfall and some wind, but it wasn't like, full-on hurricane force winds like Kauai got. The Kauai took a direct hit from Aniki. That was in 91, Beast?
Yeah, early 90s. Yeah.
There was another film that got its set wiped out that was filming in Hawaii, off the coast of Kona when that hurricane hit.
That was Waterworld, huh?
Yeah. Yep, you got it. Yep, and a bunch of their sets sank into the fucking Pacific, and they had to rebuild them. That fucking atoll.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's part of the reason that movie cost so much to make is they had to essentially rebuild that set a second time because it sank. And apparently Kevin Costner was like Spielberg with Jaws, he was dead set on filming at sea, and they were like, okay, and then he fucked around and find out.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, that fucking Waterworld was a trip, dude. I know it's not a good movie. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it gets panned, bro, but I liked it for what it was. Fucking Road Warrior on the water, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that movie was something else.
So this movie was like the beginning right there, and then we see where it ends up now with fucking ScarJo. Did any of y'all see the newest one? Like the brand newest one with ScarJo?
Yeah.
No.
How was that? I think I stopped. Richard is the one where the volcano's killing everybody with Chris Pratt. I think that's the last one I've seen.
No, that was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I think, right?
I think that was the last one I seen.
Oh,
so okay. I haven't seen the newest. If there's anything past that with Chris Pratt, I haven't seen it, and I definitely haven't seen the ScarJo one.
I think there was one more with Chris Pratt because that was the one where they got the gang back together with the crickets and shit, and then there was the ScarJo one with what's his name?
Yeah, I seen a meme or something or like a clip of the crickets. That's how I knew about that, but I haven't seen that. I haven't actually seen that movie.
Wasn't that what Dominion or
yeah,
whatever?
Mahershala Ali. Yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the retard dinosaurs.
Was it what?
That's the one with the retard dinosaurs. The one look like he's got Down syndrome. Like fucking
yeah.
mongoloid.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about. That's hilarious.
Baby
it's bad.
Look up the dinosaur from what is it called? Dominion. So look it up. The big bad from fucking Dominion. It looks fucking retarded. It does.
You're not wrong. It looks like Handyman from Living Color.
Fucking sloth, bro, from the Goonies, kid. It's the sloth of dinosaurs.
It is Dominion.
It's in Dominion.
You all see Rage's remark?
Plot was.
Amy can't even remember the plot.
The dick, then watch that Jurassic Park Girl Boss DEI.
She's some sort of like secret agent type person, and so she has to, she has to be the guy's protector while he goes and gets some sort of dinosaur DNA or something. They have to go steal eggs or something. And so she has to be the badass that protects him and gets
Which
them
one are we talking
in and
about?
out. The most recent.
Dominion,
or is it Rebirth?
Rebirth. Sorry, Dominion was the last. That was the one with Jeff Goldblum and Laura Dern. That was where they got the band back together. Yeah. So Jurassic Park 7 is Rebirth. That's the ScarJo, Mahershala Ali, and
yeah, and then she brings him because he's like her. I don't know technically what they are, what they do.
They're like mercs, right? They're mercenaries or something.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, so then she convinces him to go. And if I remember right, he dies.
I didn't.
And I'm like, well, that sucks because you made him come along. She's like, heavily persuades him to come along, and then I'm pretty sure he dies.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw 1 through 6, and 5 and 6 were real. I mean, 4 was not. Jurassic World to me was like The Force Awakens to Star Wars. We're like, oh, we're just gonna nostalgia bait the shit out of this. We're gonna replay the first movie. The end.
Yeah.
Also, we're gonna have what's Fatty's? I know she slimmed down for that. Fucking Opie's daughter. What's her name? Bryce Dallas Howard. We're gonna have her running in heels from a fucking T-Rex, which is stupid. I mean, she was fine in that movie. She looked great, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She
I can't
couldn't,
find the retarded dinosaur.
you know, she couldn't be bothered to lose weight for that. What was that fucking abortion by the guy that did the Kingsman?
Argyle?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
couldn't be bothered to lose some fucking weight like she did for Jurassic World. She just said, "Oh fuck it, I'm eating cheeseburgers." Like, come on. Like, I like a thick woman. That's fine, but like, no.
I guess when she read the script, it's like, fuck it anyway.
Yeah.
It's called a D-Rex. Just look up
D
D.
as in dick.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking. They want the D-Rex. Yo, check out
Wish I
my
had a-
D-Rex, yo.
I got a
What the fuck
D-Rex.
is this
I don't know
thing?
about you lads.
Yeah,
Eat
that's
bear.
what he said.
Oh gosh.
Bro, this looks like the dinosaur that pisses his pants in the back of class.
Hey,
Johnny
you
Evans got the right
guys.
idea. It's alcohol time. I'm saluting.
Yeah.
The fucking window liquor of dinosaurs, bro.
What the fuck is this thing?
That's what she said.
Are you going to show us what it is?
I'm trying to get a
I'm
picture.
afraid to
blow it
ask.
up.
Get it up there? He's
He
trying
said-
to get it
Yeah,
up
I'm
there.
He's trying to get it up, bro. That's what
Zing!
How many double entendres can we pack in this one? I think we can keep going.
Hell yeah.
Rage, what do
Let's
you
see
got?
how many people sitting here. We could probably do it all night.
Tyrannosaurus.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
What the hell is that?
What the hell is even that, bro?
That's
Oh.
yeah.
That's the
What?
one they call Mongo.
That's like if the dinosaurs like did Wonder Years or something, and that's fucking Corkysaurus Rex or something.
That's a dinosaur from Odd West Virginia where fucking
There
Donna
you
used to
go.
work. That's what that is, bro.
That's
I'm
that's
Uncle
from the
Dada
cage
Rex.
where they kept the inbred ones.
I like the way you talk. Mhm. Like
So-
French fry
So
potatoes.
Amy, like, is that the? I mean, like,
Fruity mouth.
we're joking and laughing, but Amy, so is that the story? Like, they were fucking mixed breeding and inbreeding and crossbreeding. Is that how these dinosaurs ended up fucked like this?
Wait, how many arms does it
Yeah.
have?
Because
Exactly.
at this point the dinosaurs are part of like normal world. Because remember they came like into normal human life in like the 5th movie, right? Or the end of the 4th.
Or end of the 5th movie they get
Oh,
set
so
loose.
stupid.
So anyway, they're like a part of human life. So yeah, so now it's these big companies are crossbreeding and all of that. And so ScarJo has to take some guy out because he has to get some DNA from some specific dinosaur.
Quasimodo Rex.
You guys have to
is here.
hear how this dinosaur is described. It says a massive,
drool at the
aggressive
mouth?
creature with a bulbous tumor-like head, gorilla-like arms, and heavily scarred skin from mindlessly walking through the trees.
Sounds
That
Yeah.
sounds like a
He's definitely
drunken
mindlessly
biker at the
walking.
local bar.
That's me on Saturday night.
Yeah,
A bulbous
How-
head mindlessly walking through the trees. I mean,
that's every drunk redneck in West Virginia.
Yeah, put
does
a beard
Ryan
on that.
Kinnell get royalties from this thing being on screen?
He should.
I wonder how many action figures they sold. I'm gonna
Probably
guess
not many.
not many.
Like, Mom,
They're
this
probably
is
at
Sonic from the
Ollie's.
Goonies. No. That's Jurassic Park, honey. Are you sure?
They're in Ollie's
Oh.
50-cent bin.
No, I remember
Yeah.
like the OG stuff, like the OG, the merchandising on the OG movies was fucking everywhere. You got
Oh,
the little
dude,
fucking raptor eggs. You had
Part of
fucking,
why-
they're all
Oh,
over
yeah.
everything.
That's part of why my
Fucking
kid's
video
so excited.
games.
He's got
remember
all
that.
my old toys. He's got all my old. I've got the T-Rex, the Dilophosaurus, the pterodactyls, which didn't even show up until the third movie, but they still made them. I mean, I've got all of that shit, and he was like, "Oh, this is awesome." I'm like, "Yeah, man, go nuts." Yeah, the merch was. I mean, the merch for Jurassic Park rivaled Star Wars when it was big.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I had the double the RV caravan from the second one. Me and my brother.
Yeah.
That,
Nice.
Nice.
that, like it was massive too, and we broke it because we kept trying to redo the thing where it was hanging off the cliff and everything like that. So it
Drop it.
snapped eventually.
I remember having like the raptor egg one, and I remember having a cup, like a Jurassic Park cup with the dinosaur top. I remember having that. Like I had a bunch of shit too. Like, oh
Are we
man.
sure? Are we sure the D-Rex wasn't just like a public service announcement to not drink while you're pregnant or something?
Well, Pie Wagon says she remembers that it's Beardo.
It's Beardo.
The Beardosaurus Rex. Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Well, it did have tiny little legs, so
See?
Fear the inbreeding.
Well, they didn't have leg day in prehistoric times.
Beardo inbreeding.
I mean, that is bad. It looks like they took the alien from the end of Alien Resurrection
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
and crossbred it with Beardo, I guess. I don't know.
Bruh, even the alien predator hybrid looked better than that, bro. Come on.
Makes me think of that episode of South Park where they breed the elephant and that other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. There we are.
Rasputin.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, look at how far we've fallen, bro. From like the original movie with the great fucking dinosaur designs and the fucking awesome animatronics to fucking that, whatever the fuck that is.
To the
Yeah.
Jurassic Hills have
yeah,
eyes
man.
or some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, one of the things I really liked about the original film was they did pay homage to paleontologists. Like when Hammond is looking to legitimize his park, where does he go? He goes to the Badlands of Montana, which is, as a child, I was like, for sure I was going to be a paleontologist, and that's where I wanted to go. And when my grandparents bought property out in Montana, I'm like, oh my god, I get to go look for fossils. Sounds boring, but that's, as children, that was so cool. And for them to sort of, and for them to play into that and show that, there you go. And to show that side of, and I know they didn't really get into it until the third movie of, this is where the real science happens. These are, what is the line? He's like, John Hammond created, I almost said Richard Hammond from Top Gear. John Hammond, I know. John Hammond created theme park monsters, nothing more, nothing less. The real science happens in the ground. And I really appreciate that, because that's really, and again, they play homage to it. They also play into how they're underfunded, and Hammond's like, I'll fund your dig for another 3 years. And they go, oh shit. Okay, cool. Yeah. But I did appreciate that element, that they, show that.
Mm-hmm.
I like the introduction of them through this at the dig site and discovering the skeleton, and then how he does his little explanation of how they're closely related to birds and stuff. Like, that felt so authentic to me. You know what I mean? Like, it felt fucking awesome.
Everything was authentic.
And then he does the thing with the kid, which is fucking hilarious, dude.
Which
Like one of
traumatized him for life.
That was one of my favorite parts of the movie, bro.
Yep.
Brings out the fucking claw, and he's like,
everything was authentic except for I was like, oh, cool, they're digging up a Deinonychus skeleton. And he goes, oh, this is Velociraptor. And I'm like, no, they're like the size of a large turkey. In real life, a velociraptor is like 2.5, like just under a meter tall. They're very tiny. Deinonychus and Utahraptor were the things that are chasing them around. Those are more akin to that. That's more the size of the dinosaur. They are still a Deinonychid, so then they all have those claws that they can slash you with, and they figure they ran cheetah speed and hunted in packs, and based on what we know, all of that is real. They just Velociraptor sounds cooler than Deinonychus or Utahraptor. If you say Utahraptor, people are going to go to the theater thinking there's a bunch of Mormons on bikes riding around chasing people.
Or D-Rex.
Or D-Rex. Yeah, well, why is this not X-rated?
Yeah, the
Jurassic
Velociraptor is
Park.
more like the little ones from number 3, right? Those little ones that end up fucking with the little girl.
That was
the one.
2. That was
I thought
2.
it was 2. Yeah, it was 2.
Oh, that was
Near
2.
the
Okay.
beginning.
That was the beginning of 2.
Procompsognathus. They factor very heavily in the book of the first one, but they don't even show up in the movie, in the first movie. That's, again, if you read the book, minor gripe, not that big a deal, other than Hammond. That's how he eats it in the book. He dies getting chewed up by compies, Procompsognathus, and they were about that big. They were like small chicken size.
And the Beast's point about how far we have fallen, like this scene right here, the iconic.
Oh, the dilated pupil. Yeah.
Oops. Oh.
You want to talk about good animatronics? This is, I mean, all of that's mechanical. None of that CGI. That's 100% mechanical. Even the
badass.
What do they call that? The Donna, help me out. What's the inner eyelid called?
What do you mean?
You're the medical professional.
Not of
The
animals.
third eyelid, right? They have the 2 that we have, and then they have a third one, like reptiles. Yeah, they have that third.
Mm-hmm.
The clear membrane one. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
The conjunctiva?
Yes, thank you. The conjunctiva starts to close on the T-Rex when it's being bombarded with light because it's nighttime. So its pupil dilates, and then the conjunctiva kind of folds back on it. And you see all of that, and that's all mechanically driven. So there's some guy that's manipulating all of that. I mean, again, moviegoers aren't probably going to pay attention to that, but they did. They paid attention to those details. I really appreciate that.
And that's why it looks so fantastic.
Hell
Because
yeah.
they went into making the detail matter.
Back when they knew what they were doing.
Yep.
Gosh, yeah, that scene.
I was gonna say this scene earlier when we were talking about scenes when she's flashing around the flashlight. Again, it's one of those where you're like, "Would you just turn it off?"
Yeah.
It is definitely, we need something stupid here to happen so that the plot can move along.
But you mean the super smart girl that solves everything and saves everyone in the end?
Right.
She's the same as the stupid one at the beginning.
Flashing.
Well, you got to remember some of the book smart people have like zero common sense.
That's true.
True. Very true.
My brother's smart. My brother designs flight programs for like the space shuttle and pilots and so on. He's got 4 degrees. He's the smartest man I've met. But you put him in real life, and he's one stupid motherfucker.
Can't tie his shoes, but can calculate the sort of re-entry trajectory of the shuttle.
Correct. Yeah.
See, I'm saying give people like that acid. I want to see what comes out the other side.
Beast, is this the valley you were talking about?
No, that's on Kauai.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Beast, you there? I think he's gone.
Did he fall
Trying
off?
to stare at Rose Tico again or something.
Poor guy.
And he's gone. I believe that waterfall in that river is on Kauai, I believe. That's not the valley. The valley he's talking about is sort of north central Oahu. If you go north out of Honolulu, there's a freeway. I can't remember what it's called. They call it the Cursed Freeway. And Beast, what's the name of that freeway that goes north out of Honolulu? They call it the Cursed Freeway. No, he's
Is
not
he
back.
fully back, or is
The
he trying to
Polly?
get back in?
Oh, there he is.
Am I the Polly?
Yes, thank you. If you take that freeway, it's on that kind of bisects the mountains there, and that valley's on the north side. But that's not where that scene was filmed. That scene was filmed on Kauai.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My freaking, I got kicked, but I'm back.
Yay.
Spider
Well, fuck
doing
you.
his best D-Rex impersonation.
Well, fuck you, Spider.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, like if y'all ever
Baby
visit, bro,
Ruth.
if y'all ever visit, like hit up Koloa, bro. Definitely hit up Koloa. Hit up Waimea Canyon in Hawaii. Yeah, beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they call it the Grand Canyon of the Pacific.
Oh yeah, dude, you gotta like if you go up Kauai, if you visit Kauai, there's cabins up on Kokee, and you stay up there, bro, watching the sunrise up on going down and watching the sunrise in the canyon. It's fucking amazing, dude. So beautiful.
Yeah,
can
I
believe
will say the
And
sunsets.
then Kuloa.
Go ahead.
No, and then Kualoa has actual. I think it was Kong Skull Island and Jurassic Park. They have like actual tours. Like you ride in the jeeps that look like the jeeps, and or vehicles that look like they're from Jurassic Park, and then you go. They still have the gate. I remember they used to, but the actual Jurassic Park gate, you go through the actual Jurassic Park gate that they had, and it's actually really fucking neat.
You got the D-Rex in your room?
The D.
I got your fucking D-Rex hanging, boy.
D's nuts.
For real though, Hawaii, the most beautiful sunsets you'll ever see are in Hawaii. They are phenomenal. And Hawaii is one of the rare places in the world where, like B said, if you hike up, you can watch sunrise and you can watch sunset, or just drive to either side of the island to catch them. But it's something watching the sun come up over the ocean and then set over the ocean. You know, most of us get one of those. Like we get sunset on the west. Spider, you get it on the east. You, Donna, you guys get it on the east coast. Unless I guess you're in western Florida, you know, west side of Florida. But Hawaii is unlike anything you'll ever see. But
it is crazy how quick the sun sets.
Well, you're closer to the equator.
I know, but it's still insane that you can just watch it. Just
yeah, this far north.
You're like literally watching it just.
Yeah, that's the way it was in Hawaii too, or in Alaska. Like, you know, during the summer, it would like come up over here, and it would stay up all day, and then it would move, you know, from like 12 o'clock on a clock till 3, and then it would set. You know. Yeah. But it would be like Alaska's 23 hours.
Yeah, Alaska's the inverse. It barely moves at all.
Mm-hmm.
Hawaii, it's moving so fast. Yeah, even here in Washington, it takes a minute. You know, like right now we're what, a week away or what, 2 weeks away from the solstice. You know, it doesn't get dark here, like dark until like 10 o'clock, and we're still well south of Alaska, but it's,
Well, like in Fairbanks in the winter, you know, quote sunrise wasn't even until like 11:30 in the morning, and then it was completely dark by 2:30.
Yeah, that's why the vampires
middle of Alaska. You know, I can imagine like in Juneau and stuff where it's 6 months of day and night. That would drive me insane.
Yeah,
there's no wonder people go crazy up there.
Well, no, Juneau's not bad. Fairbanks is way worse. You're talking Barrow, not Juneau. Barrow.
Oh, Barrow, yeah.
Yeah. Juneau's much further south from Fairbanks.
Juneau's closer to what, Anchorage?
No, Juneau's south of Anchorage. Juneau is in between Ketchikan and Anchorage.
Mm.
But no, Barrow on the North Slope is you're well inside the Arctic
That's the
Circle.
6 months.
Not a full six. No, they get about 70 some odd days of pure darkness, and then it starts to get lighter. And then in inverse, in the summertime, they get 70 some odd days where it never sets, and it's just.
Where do you live?
Yeah, I remember it was bad enough in Fairbanks. We had to tinfoil our windows
Yeah.
to make
That's
it
the thing.
dark. Yeah.
Yep, and then in the winter you got to block heaters and all that shit when it's like minus 60.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
No
Yeah,
thanks.
what?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Block heaters. Donna, you want to take this one?
Donna has to go also because we have work.
That's wild. That is some wild shit, man. Yeah, I love Hawaii, man. We get everything from tropical to actual snow. We get snow up on the mountains too. It's just
I've been
optional.
on Mauna Kea when it's snowing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the block heaters in the car?
Yes.
Yeah, that keep the oil pan warm so your engine block doesn't freeze up. You actually have what looks like an extension cord coming out of your front grille, and they have posts with electrical outlets that you have to plug your car into to keep your engine block from freezing.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
28 Days of Night, bro. I've seen that movie. Vampire Attack.
Josh
Vampires
Hartnett
suck.
needs work. It was actually not terrible.
All right, y'all. I got a bill. So y'all feel like rapping? We good?
Yeah, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I'm good with whatever.
Yeah, man. I really enjoyed this movie. Thank y'all for coming on. It's nice to nerd out about some geek shit.
Yeah,
Not
finally
always
some shit
get up,
that's good.
Yeah, finally some shit that's good, man. So, final thoughts if you have any on the movie or the franchise or whatnot. And where can they find y'all? Mr. and Mrs. Robin. Y'all go first.
You can go final thoughts first.
Final thoughts. It's just a good movie. I mean, what is there to say? Something you can watch over and over. Where can
Hell
you find
yeah.
us? Pretty much nowhere. Pretty much here.
Why?
This is where we're found.
For now.
Here you go.
For now. Sounds like you're still cooking up with Donna, right?
Yeah.
Potentially. Lady streams and
Yeah,
stuff.
we've had some stuff going on, so we're looking at probably beginning of July.
This is one of the, again, for me, Spielberg top 3 all time. It is sad to see that the franchise has had diminishing returns over the years. That's not Spider. God damn it! It's not that funny. I mean, it was funny. Anyway, yeah, I love this film. It harkens back to everything that I remember that was great about filmmaking in the 90s. As far as where to find me, I'll be back here. What's today? Wednesday? Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, with Giles coming back since he's back from holiday.
Mhm.
And then it sounds like me, Maintain Rage, and him are gonna roll on Saturday. I think at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. I think, and then here soon I'll have my own stream going as soon as I can finish building a computer. So.
Oh, cool.
Hell yeah.
All right. And then he's gonna make it big and famous, man.
We'll see. Yeah. People want to look at this ugly mug.
Mr. John Ambler, what's up with you, brother?
Not much, man. You can find me usually hanging out in different chats around the 199 community and whatnot. And also find me on Multi streams. I hop on there quite a bit. Definitely on Sundays and sometimes throughout the week. And then find me on X and Instagram. And then I got my channel where I do all my AI music. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, man. You've been killing it with that music, bro. Even some of your less popular things that I don't particularly care for.
Oh, you're talking about the one I dedicated to you?
Yeah, motherfucker.
I'm
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm supposed to do a collab, but I'm hoping to pick up on my concept album because I don't think I've touched it in a while. Because I think I've been floating between the Southern metal and then the Southern metal here lately. But I got some other stuff on the concept album that's in the works, and I actually did a custom model using all my other songs that I've already put out. Because Suno added that feature where you can actually take all your published songs or whatever. So it kind of dials down your sound or whatever. So I'm actually rerunning some tracks, and it's pretty awesome. But I think I got like 5 or 6 more tracks, so I'm actually done the album. Then I'm gonna try my hand at doing the sound mixing and everything. And then I got my MIDI controller that I got in last week, so I'm also be utilizing that. Maybe dragging out the guitar for too long.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. That tropical track you made for us too is pretty dope. Thanks for
Oh,
that.
appreciate it, man. Yeah, for sure. It was fun, man. This is definitely out of my comfort zone, but yeah, it's nice to kind of branch out, and glad it served y'all well. Was also.
Yeah. Miss Donna Doc, what's up with us? Sis? What we got coming?
Well, round table tomorrow. Giles, Amy, Graham, the usual suspects. 14th, Sunday is going to be Livid Pigeon and Roland the Wretched.
Nice.
Who are going to be joining us on the regular. Monday, Graham will be back. Amy will be if she's home from work and wants to hop on. And the 17th, the Wednesday, we have a versus that if you all want to hop on, it is the Sandlot versus the Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
Same bat time, same bat channel on the 17th if you want to hop on.
Sandlot right here, man.
Sandlot and Bad News Bears, good old Walter Matthau.
That was 17th, you said?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
The 76 version of the Bad News Bears.
Okay. Is there any other?
Yeah, the Sandlot and Bad News Bears.
Any other version, Donna?
Is it? Oh, look, you know what? I'm tired. You need to leave me the fuck alone. Freddie's here. I'll stick Freddie on you. I'll show him my Playboy bunny.
Later, you with us, man? You okay?
Probably not.
I'm recovering. Just want to say thank you, everybody. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock for the Thursday roundtable, and then back Sunday for the Sunday Saloon at 3 p.m. And thank you all for coming. And links are below for everybody.
Always a
Yeah, that was rough to get through, homeboy. I'm Beastman, bro. Ocean Man Productions. I just dropped the second set in my scroll painting stuff set that I did on X. I did multi, and his crew came out pretty dope. John was in that one.
Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man. Been cooking up some stuff, working stuff behind the scenes, working on some prompts. Got some ideas. So I'll be dropping that over there, and of course I do majority of the animations and whatnot, graphics for the channel. Hope y'all appreciate it. Thank you all again for coming. Love this movie, man. It's my childhood. It's literally my home. Koloa and the east side of the island is where I grew up, where I was born. And yeah. So that's it for me, man. Tell the ones you love that you love them. And as always, remain blessed. We out here, y'all. Peace.